Hi friends, hope you all are in the best of health and happiness and enjoying your culinary expressions. Today's expression is the Sabudana Vara or Sago Vara. This is a popular tea time snack as well as a fasting or a vrat snack for Navratri, Shivratri, Janmashtami, etc. Sabudana Vara is a crispy golden fried Maharashtrian snack made using tapioca pearls, that is sago, boiled potatoes, some herbs and mild spices. It is enjoyed with coriander mint chutney, and if you are eating as a fasting snack, then you can enjoy with curd. Before we proceed to make the Sabudana Varas, let me remind my friends who are visiting this channel for the first time, if you would like to receive these expressions with tips and options, then hit the subscription button straight away and press the bell icon to receive notifications. And for my friends who regularly view the uploads, a very big thank you to you all. Your likes and thumbs up give wings to my passion. Please continue to do so. Now let's get started. Here are the ingredients for Sabudana Vara. Half cup sabudana, that is sago pearls, 3 medium potatoes, half cup raw peanuts, you can take with the skins or without the skins, 2 green chilies finely chopped, one teaspoon finely chopped ginger, juice of 1 lime, 1 teaspoon roasted cumin powder, 1/4 cup finely chopped coriander leaves, half teaspoon rock salt and half teaspoon table salt, you can adjust, 1 tablespoon Rajgira flour, oil for frying and water to soak the sabudana. It is said, well begun is half done. So in order to make perfect Sabudana Varas, we need to keep a few things in mind while doing the preparations. Firstly, rinse the Sabudana with very light hands. Do not apply pressure. Then soak the Sabudana in around half to 3/4 cup of water for 3 to 4 hours. They will swell and become soft. After soaking for 3 to 4 hours, the sago would have by now absorbed the water. Soaking time generally depends on the quality of the sabudana. Sabudana is also referred to as tapioca pearls. When properly soaked, the sabudana will fluff up and get mashed when pressed. If you feel that it is still hard from the center, then soak the sabudana for some more time. For detailed description, please visit my Culinary Expressions blog. Its link is myculex.com. I will update the link in the description box. Now we have to boil the potatoes. For boiling, we should make sure that the potatoes are well cooked, but they shouldn't be soft. Drain off the water from the boiled potatoes, and while they are warm, remove the peels and grate or mash the potatoes with a fork. The potatoes shouldn't be soggy at all. And now the third phase of preparation, that is roasting the raw peanuts. We will roast the raw peanuts in a hot pan. We will stir frequently and we will roast them on low to medium heat. Lightly roast the peanuts, they should not get burnt. Once they are roasted, put off the flame. In case if you are using the peanuts which have the skins on, then once they cool down, rub the peanuts with your palms to remove the skins and then separate the skins from the peanuts. Here I have used the peanuts without the skins. Now once they are roasted, we will let it cool. Coarsely grind them using a mortar and a pestle. Keep them aside now. Take mashed potatoes in a big wide mixing bowl. To the mashed potatoes add the sabudana. Drain off the water if there is any water left. The chopped ginger, green chilies, the chopped coriander leaves, cumin powder, the rock salt and the table salt. In case of fasting, you may omit the coriander leaves, the green chilies, the table salt. Now add the coarsely ground peanuts, Rajgira flour, which acts as a binding agent. Lastly, add the lime juice and then combine all the ingredients gently. The mixture should be a smooth one so that when you make the varas, they don't split apart. Now we've got a smooth mixture. To handle the mixture, we will grease our hands because the mixture is a bit sticky. Greasing our hands will make things easy for us and will help us in forming the varas. Now the mixture is smooth. The sabudana are also somewhat mashed. Now time to make the varas. For this we will take walnut sized portions and form balls and flatten them with our palms and smoothen out the edges to form varas or tikkis. You can also check out the video on Sabudana Khichdi, which is an interesting video. Now here our tikki is ready. Likewise, we repeat the steps for the entire mixture. Apply oil on your hands in between so that it is easy to make the tikkis or the varas. Be sure to smoothen out the edges. We will get around 15 to 18 varas from the entire mixture. Each vara is around 30 grams. Once you have finished shaping the varas, you can keep it in the fridge, cover it and keep it in the fridge till you are ready to fry, or you can fry it at once. Well, we shall fry the varas just now. We will heat oil in a kadhai. To check the temperature, we will just drop a portion of the potato mixture. If it splutters, that means the oil is hot. To start with, we shall only fry one vara for the first time. If it gets brown very fast, that means the oil is very hot. We shall have to reduce the temperature. We will also make sure that the vara doesn't split apart. If it splits, that means the temperature of the oil is very less. So we need to heat it. So that is why I advise to fry only one vara for the first time. We can see that the vara has turned light brown and it is time to flip the vara. We need to be very careful. We need to work with very light hands. If the vara is getting stuck, we'll just lightly nudge it. time to remove the vara from the oil. Now in the second batch we can fry 3 to 4 varas at a time. Once they are fried, we will drain the varas on an absorbent paper. Likewise, we will fry all the varas. Have the varas while they are still crisp and hot. You can enjoy these varas with the family and friends, and do not forget to have them with mint and coriander chutney. See the texture of the varas, so crispy. Once they are cool, they will become soggy, so that is why I recommend that you should have them while they are hot. You can also have them with a cup of tea, or those who are fasting can have with curd. In whatever way you want to have these, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Do make the necessary omissions when you're making these varas for fasts or vrats like Navratras. Friends, try out these sabudana varas and do let me know your feedback. I hope you have enjoyed this expression. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Very soon I'll be back with another interesting video. Till then, bye-bye. Here are some videos from my archive in case you might have missed them.